Today we are going over different swing path trajectories. No ball in pickleball comes to you exactly the same as another ball. Everything is a little bit different, so it's really important that our swing changes slightly every single time. Depending on where I am in the court, my swing path is going to change, as well as depending on the type of ball that my opponent hits to me. So if I'm hitting a regular dink, and keep in mind I'm playing topspin on all of these dinks, I'm going to accelerate from point A through the ball to point B. If we accelerate point A to the ball and stop, we'll actually get less spin and the ball will go further. So we definitely don't want to do that. So make sure that you accelerate through contact. And if your ball's going long, we're going to adjust our swing path. So if I'm in a really good position with my feet and I can be aggressive, my swing path, again, I'm still dinking, is probably going to be a little bit more like this, where I'm here and then finish. And my finish is generally across my body because I've done a really great job with my feet to get in position, to get the ball out in front, and to be able to get that rotation a little bit across my body. Now, let's say it's more of in the middle of like an offensive dink and a defensive dink. My swing path is going to change a little bit to be a little bit more like this, coming more up the ball to give me a little bit more height, but I still want to accelerate up because the more acceleration that you have up the back of the ball, the more spin your ball has. And the more spin your ball has, the slower it moves through the air and the shorter it'll land in the court. So that's one thing that not a lot of people think about. The more spin you have, the slower your ball travels through the air. However, once it bounces, it's going to kick off really fast and put them under pressure. That's why it's so important to learn topspin on your dinks and on your thirds, because the ball travels slower through the air, so it gives you and your partner more time to get into a better position for the next shot. Now, let's say my opponent hits a really great shot and I'm on my back foot and I am just trying to survive in this point. My swing path is probably going to be a lot more like that, and I probably won't finish on the opposite side of my body. You'll see a lot of pros finish, and it's almost like a waiter's tray where they whip up and they finish because they need that top spin. They want the ball to go high early off of their paddle, but then use the spin to land it so that it's not an attackable ball for their opponent. So if I'm attacking, again, this is all on a dink, I'm gonna be a little bit more here, little neutral, little bit more here. And then if I'm defending, I might even just come straight up the back of the ball to try and catch that, get enough spin, and land it short. All of these, I am accelerating. That is the key. I have to accelerate from below the ball to through and after contact. A couple of mistakes that I see, especially if we're talking about dinking, is if the bottom of your paddle scoops and it becomes a scoop dink, that tells me you probably haven't got your footwork in position. You need to go back to footwork fundamentals, because honestly, majority of your mistakes are probably coming from your footwork. It's not your swing. If you're doing this, it's generally not having to fix your swing. It's because your feet aren't in the right position. So make sure that you're thinking on your topspin that you're swiping up the back of the ball and pulling this tip up. Of course, if your paddle face opens up, the ball's going to launch. You don't actually get topspin. The topspin is from brushing up the back of the ball, which is what we want. So we're still at the kitchen line. We're not dinking anymore. We've hit a really great dink that's put our opponent in a bad position, and now we get an attack ball. This attack ball, let's say it's out of the air on this. Now, if I use more topspin, the ball is going to travel slower. So I don't really want to do that unless I'm trying to get the ball to dip at their feet. But in this situation, let's say I want to take time away, hit it harder at them, I'm going to go flatter. So a flatter swing is gonna be more through the ball. If I just go like this and do not come underneath the ball, I won't get any topspin, or I might get like the tiniest bit, but it'll be very minimal. So I still want to get topspin because I want the spin to bring it in, but I want it to go faster, so I'm not going to get as much topspin. So my swing path is going to be more here and through the ball to finish on that out of the air ball, or even if I take a step back and I get behind it and I speed up off the bounce, I'm still getting below the ball and hitting through, but I'm definitely not like this or this, because otherwise that'll lift it up, it'll go slower and it'll give them more time. So really, really, really important that we're thinking about, this is more of an attack, take time away, flatter, and then as we go like this, we're getting more and more spin, more and more height, more and more defensive, until we're really defensive up here and we're just in survival mode. But we're always thinking point A, ball, point B, brushing up to use topspin to keep us in the court. Okay, so these same concepts apply from when I'm here to when I'm back to even on my serve. If I move back here and I'm in a reset position, this one's a little tricky, so we're not gonna go over it in this video, we'll go over it in another video. But I still wanna get a little bit below the ball, except my swing is far more compact because I just don't have as much time. And pretty much everything is gonna be more straight up because you're trying to take a ball that's coming, probably it's flying through the air, more like this angle, and you're trying to get it to go high really early off of your paddle and then drop into the kitchen to keep you alive. When I go back here for a drop, now most of my shots, even if I can get it in front of my body, my contact point is going to be a little bit lower, but on an aggressive drop, I'm hitting here and going through, and then on more of a rally ball, I'm hitting here, still in front of my body, but you'll notice I'm here on a drop, I'm here on a drive, because on a drive, I've got to catch that ball here and swing through and come through, and on a drop, I want to be here a little closer. I'm still going to transfer my weight to my front foot, but that back foot is not going to come around because I need to control my swing, and I need to be able to control how much I'm accelerating through the ball by using my legs. Whereas if I'm hitting a drive, I've already committed to hitting that pretty hard. So I want my whole body and that drive to come from that back hip and come through the shot. Take a look at a few of these shots from side on view and see if you can identify which shot is which, and let me know in the comments.